welcome to Fredonia Faces, a talk show that showcases the students, faculty, and community members of Fredonia, New York. Each week, I am your host, Sydney Smith. Today, we have performances by Vocal Point, Fredonia's own show choir. But first, we are going to be taking a closer look at the communications department. There are 6 different majors you can take on in the department, and one is video production. Here to talk about her work in the field and here at Fredonia is Professor Jane Jackson. Welcome, Jane.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
Thank you for coming here tonight.
Well, I am pleased to be here. Thank you.
Of course. So to start off, can we get just like a little background about your work here at Fredonia, who you are and what you teach?
Okay. Well, when I came to teaching, I came out of the industry. I spent over 20 years in both television, video, and film production, mainly in San Francisco. And that culminated with me managing Francis Ford Coppola's studio in North Beach, American Zoetrope.
That's so cool.
And then I had a life-changing event and then wound up coming to teaching as a second career. And I started that back in California, and I taught for a couple of years there, and then wound up at another university in Idaho, University of Idaho, and then was offered a job here in New York, and was very pleased to take this job, specifically because of the program.
At Fredonia, yeah, they have a great program here at Fredonia.
Yes, I was very excited. Most schools, when they teach video, they teach usually something like broadcast, and they'll teach news. Maybe they'll have a class in documentary, but rarely do you see anything in narrative. And when I saw that this school offered narrative, I knew this is a place that I wanted to teach because I have so much narrative in my background.
Tell me more about narrative and the classes here with that, because I'm not very familiar with it.
Okay. The classes that I teach that are aimed at the narrative string is, first of all, script writing, which is film-style script writing. So it's written very much like a feature film would be written, as opposed to the kind of scripts you guys write for broadcast, the dual columns or however you write them here.
Right, completely different style.
Completely different style, different expectations, that kind of stuff. So I teach that course that supports the fiction track as well. I teach fiction. It's both Fiction 1 and 2. It's a 1-year course. As well, I developed another class that isn't specifically for fiction, but it really improved the fiction string, and that is an advanced class in camera and lighting, which I really enjoy teaching. And then this year, I was able to, for the first time, teach a class in directing, specifically film-style directing, as opposed to something like directing here in the studio for broadcast, yeah.
Right. What's your favorite class out of all of those, or do you not have a favorite?
You know, it's really hard to say. I love the camera and lighting class because of the effect it has on the students, how much better their work gets. I, of course, love teaching the fiction class. It is an intensive workshop, and all the kids that wind up taking the fiction class and wind up graduating and going off and starting their careers often will come back and talk to present classes and always have very similar stories about how the fiction capstone really informed them, taught them appropriate protocols, the way to behave on a set, what happens on a set, what expectations were, as well as how to tell a good story. I have a gentleman who's won 4 Emmys and always tells me how taking the script writing class from me was basically how he learned to tell a good story.
That's so cool.
And he isn't a producer, he isn't a director, he isn't a screenwriter. He's a sound editor. And he is a sound designer and a sound mixer. And he says when he brings his clients in to do work on their pieces, he's often teaching them some of the lessons he learned in the script writing class about good storytelling. So good storytelling is the basis of everything that we do in narrative.
That's so cool. And right now, coming to the end of the semester is the senior capstone, which is fiction.
Well, the senior capstone, the fiction capstone is fiction 1 and 2, and
Okay.
so we're finishing up fiction 2 now. They have all, I think, almost totally completed their shooting, and they've been editing all along. They're two 30-minute pieces.
Wow.
Yeah, and all film style, all single camera, all out on location.
That's exciting.
Oh yeah, yeah, and they've been editing right along. Every night I ask them to, dump the material into the computer and do at least overnights. That's what we did with American Zoetrope. The entire time we were making feature films, we do overnights at night, doing rough cuts to show Francis so he could decide whether or not he needed to go on or does he need to redo some things before he goes on.
It's so much work, but it's so
yeah.
exciting.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think I've seen like flyers or different things on Facebook or around about, do they have a lot of the acting and theater students come in to audition?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
The theater arts does support us. It's a little bit difficult because they also have plays that they need
There's
to
so much
mount.
going on as well.
Right, and so we often have to work around their schedule, which makes our schedule a little bit difficult. It also has impact on who we cast for what. If somebody is really gone for our premium time for shooting, which is really 3 weeks in March and a week or 2 or so in April, then we can't use them. But we use mainly, theater art kids, but also kids from the communication department.
So can it be anyone
Anybody can
that
come.
can audition? And
Anybody can audition for a part. We often need background people, extras, etc. So we're always trying to contact folks and say, can you come and be a part of our movie? But we hold open auditions every spring, usually within the first couple of weeks of the spring term.
Yes.
And then we immediately cast within that week and then start getting it together, getting all the props together and putting together our schedules and our locations.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
So it's been going well this semester. It's kind of
Yes.
busy, I'm sure.
Yes.
Very crazy and hectic.
Yes, and the 2 stories are really interesting stories and really dynamic stories.
Are we
And,
allowed to know what they're about?
I guess one is about a schizophrenic serial killer.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, and the other one is really germane to our life here on campus, and it is about sexual assault.
Wow. 2 very interesting stories. Wow. And they're very different too, which is awesome. That's going to be really cool. We have about a minute left.
Okay.
I know that we want to talk about very quickly that camera that's coming.
Right,
Tell me
right.
just a little bit about that.
Right. Well, we're buying a red. We're buying the Scarlet. It's a 4K camera. 4K is really a resolution 4 times that what you see in HD.
Really nice quality.
And it's very nice. We have some 4K equipment already. We have 4K monitors and computers that'll handle that kind of material. And so now we want to buy a 4K camera. And we've ordered it, and now we're just waiting to take receipt of it.
Wow, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
So you've had a crazy semester, but this has been really exciting too. And you usually are teaching it anyway, so you're used to the whole
Yeah.
hecticness
Yeah,
of this. But I'm actually really looking forward to hopefully what other people will be able to see these movies.
Oh, absolutely. We will advertise the end of term screening. We make flyers up and spread them all around. So anybody in the communication department, for that matter, any student or faculty member on campus that wants to come will be certainly invited to come. The information will be out there. One nice thing that happens at the end of term screening is often our seniors will bring their parents
Oh, that's so nice.
because they're in town for graduation.
Oh, that's perfect. That was perfect timing.
Yeah.
And our time's up, but thank you so much for coming, and I'm so looking forward to seeing these films. That's so
Great,
great.
great.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Jane, for joining us tonight. Up next are a few of her students who have been working with her for the last 2 years. Here's a short, rough cut scene of what they've been working on this past semester.
you to sign this.
What is it?
I don't pay you to ask questions, just sign it. In pen. What did you do? Oh my God! Hello? You are so weird.
Joining us are two video production students, Brittany Antonelli and Will Saddleberg. Welcome. Sorry about that, Will.
It's okay. I get
So
a
how
little
are
time.
you guys?
Tired.
Tired, yeah?
Yeah, we had a, oh, well, you can start by saying what your position is.
Well, I'm the producer. We're both on the
We're
same
both on the same team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our editor.
I'm the
and
editor, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We just had a night shoot last night, went pretty late, so we're kind of.
Pretty late, you guys overtired.
Yeah, we were out till, I think we left the equipment room at 2:45, so.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, props to you guys.
Yeah.
So tell me about your experience with this. This seems really exciting, as tiring as it is, but a lot of work.
Yeah, a lot has gone into this. I know, kind of going off of what Jane was saying, you know, we formed teams, and this year it got split into 2 different teams, 2 producers per team, so I'm one of them, and then I have my other producer, her name's Elisa. And yeah, we start off kind of by, you know, going through the script and picking which ones we like, doing rewrites, getting it to like kind of a finalized state. And then from there, we, you know, pick who our director is, editor, all the other positions that go along with it, get our actors, and from there it's just, you kind of just film. And yeah, you can talk about the editing process and
Yeah,
all that.
I edit as I go along, so it's a lot of, I have an assistant as well. So I typically split up syncing duty, which is where you take the audio and you sync it with the video, which takes a lot longer than you probably think. I split that up with my assistant, like 50-50 typically. So like, I typically give him like, if we shoot Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll do like Friday, Saturday, and I'll give him like Sunday, and like, so he has that in last night's footage as well. So like, but then I'm kind of responsible for like putting it all together into a thing that, you know, in the clip that, I don't know if it was the clip from our project or from the other project that was just shown, but we're, you know, that's a really rough cut right now. And I'm working on, we have 1 more weekend of shooting left. The other group is finished shooting as of last weekend. Once we're done with that, then I have a little bit of time, a few days to get up to picture lock, which is where we stop working on the actual picture, and then we just do audio for like a week or 2, just making sure all the audio is there, because that takes a ton of time to actually,
Tedious work.
Yeah, I enjoy it, but tedious, you know, sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So you guys, so tell me about, now which film are you guys doing?
We're doing the schizophrenic serial killer.
Okay, that one seems super cool and very
Yeah.
interesting.
It's very, it's dark.
Dark,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, it's extremely fun to film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of really cool scenes, and it's really nice on set just watching it kind of all come together.
Yeah.
Our actors have been amazing. So.
Tell me about the actors. Who's in it, and like, they're students here?
Yep, they're
Yeah.
students. Our main actor is Jack Hodgins, I believe. I think he's either theater or BFA acting. And then we have Stevie Jackson, Devin Wood, Daniel Rivera, and Amanda Vink. So
Okay.
those are our main people. And then of course there's, you know, extras, and we cameo in there a couple
I'm
times.
playing.
You're also
I'm,
actors
Wink,
as
wink,
well.
I'm the bartender.
I'm playing pool in the back of the bar.
Yep, we're playing.
Wearing this exact hoodie because it was like 10 o'clock in the morning.
You never change.
I never changed.
You never go home. You're just constantly.
Well,
on the move.
I wore jeans and a hoodie because this is how I look when I'm editing. I thought about wearing headphones out too, just to really complete.
To really complete the look.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's awesome. What's been, I mean, as exciting and difficult as it is, what's been the most like fun part throughout this process so far, and then what's been the most stressful that you can think of at least?
I don't know what you're gonna say for fun, but I'm gonna say Troy probably thought the same thing as me. Our team is like just really, really, we work well together. I
Yeah.
think we mesh really well together. I'm better friends, at least coming into this, I was better friends with the people on the other team, to be honest. So like working with people that I didn't know as well, getting to know my director Vince, my assistant Aaron, our director of photography Diana, I'm actually pretty good friends with. But just seeing, and Brittany and Elisa, and Trace and Alex, and did I forget anyone? Because
That
our
would be
group is
everyone.
huge. Okay.
That's good.
I feel like you're giving like an award speech right now.
My mom and my dad.
Thank you, everyone.
Just getting to like know everyone and like seeing how we work as a team, and like it's actually like just the camaraderie of it all is like a lot of
Yeah.
fun. It's like it's I don't know how to like
Yeah.
Vince and Aaron, our director and my assistant editor, just go at it, but like in a fun way. Like they're never actually mad at each other.
Like a friendly fight.
Yeah, it's just like Aaron will say something, and then Vince will like roll his eyes, and then Vince will say something dumb, and it's great. It's
You guys
like,
are with each other a lot,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like a family, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
How many are there? Like 8 to 10 people, it sounded like?
It was 7 people originally, and then one person switched into our group, so now it's
Yeah.
to 8 and 6.
all right.
So we have 8 people.
Nice. Okay, that was a lucky guess then.
Yeah.
I just kind of like randomly guessed. But okay, it's very cool. So what again are you guys like currently doing now? You did most of the filming, and now it's
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
shooting tomorrow,
Shooting tomorrow.
Saturday, and Sunday, and we'll probably have a pickup day where we say where I sit down with the director and I say, okay, this is our rough cut. The director and I and maybe even Brittany will watch it through, and Vince will write down a list of things that we need, and we will go out and shoot it during a day. We need this, 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 and this, and we will go do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's really, at this point, it's kind of all on me to carry that weight to the finish line. Me and Aaron, and I feel like I've probably underutilized Aaron a little bit, and I'm giving him more and more work. As I'm like, okay, you know what? Yeah, maybe I should use my assistant. It's probably a good
telling
idea.
you.
I know. No, she does. She's like, you have Aaron, and I'm like, yeah. I know. I just keep forgetting. I think I'm too much of a control freak, but now I'm
I mean,
like.
that could be a good thing, though.
Well, but like
You're
it's,
taking control.
I'm learning to let it go. Where it's like, okay, well, I'll just like, Aaron can do all this stuff that I can do. So it's
Yeah.
like,
You have to be able to rely and trust other people.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
I feel like, this is your senior, this is the capstone, but like you're learning so much about life too, I feel like.
Right.
I mean, with teamwork,
yeah.
a lot about yourself and like other people and like how you work with other people
Oh,
for like
yeah.
the real world.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool too.
Yeah, I mean, the real world, it's all about who you know. It's all about your
Networking
attitude.
and,
Of
like,
course,
who-
yeah. We have, again, like Jane mentioned, we have students that come back, and talk to the classes. And we had a couple students that actually talked to our class. And yeah, they said some people don't even go to school for this, and they just get in because of their positivity and their attitude. So it really is, it's just how you go about things, which, yeah, you definitely learn a lot about.
Awesome. So we have about a minute left. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about and just kind of end off with saying?
I guess for anyone watching that's considering going into this major,
check out Cameron Lighting.
Yeah.
Camera and lighting,
I'm
the
actually
class,
not.
camera
I'm
and
actually not. I'm actually a junior, taking the class a year early.
Good for you.
So yeah, I graduate in December, so I'll be here. I'm helping Jane out with Cameron Lighting as a TA next semester. So like, that's a class where you learn a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
check if you're interested. I think Video Field is like a prereq, but you can work stuff out with them. So
Yeah.
check that class out.
Awesome. Well, it was so nice talking to you guys, and best of luck with the
Thank
rest of the
you.
semester. Can't wait to see these. I really want to see them. They sound really cool. So, thank you so much. Yes, well, you guys got it. Thank you so much. Well, thank you both for coming on. I hope everyone watching, especially prospective students, has a better idea of how the program works. Please take the time to watch another rough cut scene from one of the fiction capstones this semester.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
That's all right. Hey, you should come to the after party. It's this weekend.
I'm good.
Look, we had sex. I feel bad about it too. Lucas is a good guy and he doesn't deserve that
That
kind
wasn't
of...
sex.
Look, if you feel guilty, then fine. But I didn't make you do anything that you didn't want to do.
You knew what you were doing.
I could have any girl I want. Why would I have to force you?
It's been over a week.
Look, Miss Weber, we spoke with Kevin, and he's very upset to hear about these accusations. He seems like a nice guy, and he just doesn't want there to be any hard feelings.
Hard feelings.
Yes, without any physical evidence from that night, it's your word against his. He just believes this is a big misunderstanding.
So you're saying you're not going to do anything?
If you want, you can fill out a no contact between you and Kevin.
Okay, I want to.
Okay. Just fill out this paper, and it will be in effect. Miss Weber, my best advice for you at this point is to just try and move past this.
Yeah.
When you try your best but you don't succeed.
When you get what you want but not what you need.
When you feel so tired but you can't sleep. Stuck in reverse. When the
Tears come streaming down your face. And you lose something you can't replace.
When you love someone but it goes to waste, could it be worse? Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones. I will try to fix you.
Tears stream down on your face. When you lose something you cannot replace. Tears stream down on your face, and tears stream down on your face. I promise you that I will learn from my mistakes. Tears stream down on your face, and
Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you.
And we are back with Vocal Point, Fredonia's only show choir. Hi guys, how are you? This is kind of an awkward, I'll come over here so I don't want to. Okay, well, that was beautiful. So tell me about who you guys are, just kind of a background about you guys and what you do.
So we are Fredonia's one and only show choir, which means that we sing and dance.
Oh yeah, Mike.
We're the only show choir, which means we sing and dance. We have a couple performances each semester. We have a cabaret in Tim Hortons, which is open to anyone, for anyone to come to. And then we have our big showcase at the end of the semester, which we perform all of our pieces in the NPR. And this year, actually, our show raised money for Relay for Life. And we were able to give $1 of each ticket sale to Relay for Life, which was really great to do.
That's so great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Wow. And can you be any age to audition? Do you have to be like a certain major, a certain age, or what's the deal with that?
Actually, so we have people that are every major, all years. Miller, I think you're a chemistry major. I'm a English and philosophy. Leanna's social work. I mean, we all have a bunch of different majors in it. I think we actually only have a few music majors.
Really?
So
wow.
the people that are doing it really care about it and are doing it because they just love it so much.
That's awesome. How many people are there in this?
I believe this semester we had 19 people.
19, wow. And it's singing and dancing.
Yep.
So who choreographs this?
I do, actually.
You're the choreographer?
I'm the choreographer.
That's so
yeah.
cool. So did you grow up dancing and all
Yep,
that?
I danced my entire life.
Wow. Good for you. I wish I could dance. I could not. I did shows and stuff growing up, like musicals, but I was not a dancer, so no.
I'm in the group, but I still can't
And
dance.
you still can't dance.
I mean,
well, you have a great voice, though. So.
Thank you. Liana has really, I think she pulls a lot of us, and our assistant choreographer and president, Rachel Schenk. The two of them together really help. They help choreograph to what we can do, and when we can't get something, they work tirelessly until we can. So
yeah,
the two of them together really help us.
That's so cool. You guys seem like an awesome team.
That's so nice.
How do you guys think of what songs? When do you decide on what you're going to sing and perform and everything?
So we decide on our songs at the beginning of the semester. We use a website called JW Pepper, and we kind of pull from there because that's the website we have to use. And we all decide as an entire e-board which songs that we're going to do. We have 2 choirs, mixed choir and women's choir, and we usually do 3 songs for each choir.
Wow.
So.
And is that per year or per semester?
Per semester.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot. That's good.
It's a pretty extensive process. I know last semester was my first semester on the e-board, and it was probably a 3 or 4 hour process of just going through each song that somebody brought up and actually listening to it and seeing what works and what doesn't. But it's such a fun process every time.
That seems like a lot of fun. When are your practices and rehearsals usually?
We rehearse 3 nights a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 9 to 11. Each choir does a 3-hour rehearsal throughout the week. We have 6 hours in total. So,
are there, besides choreographer and stuff, are there other positions that you can have?
Yeah, so I'm the treasurer. We also have a musical director, and they're mainly in charge of teaching the music. And the assistant musical director helps with them. And then obviously there's a president.
I'm a secretary, and we have a public relations chair also.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Really cool. All right, well, I can't thank you guys enough for coming on tonight. You guys sound great, and I'm looking forward to hearing more. So, well, I think I'm ready for some entertainment. So, take it away, Vocal Point.
Dear Theodosia, what to say to you? You have my eyes, you have your mother's name. When you came to the world, you cried, and it broke my heart. I'm dedicating every day to you. Domestic life was never quite my style. When you smile, it knocks me out, I fall apart. And I thought I was so smart. You will come of age with our young nation. We'll bleed and fight for you. We'll make it right for you. If we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. We'll give the world to you, and you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday. Yeah, you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday.
you smile, I am undone, my son. Look at my son. Pride is not the word I'm looking for. There is so much more inside me now. Oh, Philip, you outshine the morning sun, my son. When you smile, I fall apart, and I thought I was so smart. My father wasn't around.
My father wasn't around.
I swear that
I'll be around for you.
I'll do whatever it takes.
I'll make a million mistakes. I'll make the world safe and sound for you. We come of age with our young nation. We'll bleed and fight for you. We'll make it right for you. If we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. We'll give the world to you, and you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday. Yeah, you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday.
Thank you to all our guests who were able to join us tonight. We had a great time being with you. Catch us next week to meet some more Fredonia Faces.